Davor, and let me first congratulate you for having and being able to chair this and prepare this informal council in a very, very good way. I think we had very good discussions today, and it was a fruitful exchange of views on concrete issues, and I think that was concrete topics, and I think this was very good. And it's also very happy to be here on your first ever presidency. It's not my first time during a presidency. I've already been here a few weeks ago, but it's always very nice to come to Croatia and to Zagreb. So, as Davor just mentioned, today we focused quite much on security, and I had the opportunity to outline some priorities in security. We will improve EU policy cooperation, police cooperation and information exchange by modernizing the law enforcement cooperation framework and simplify the operational cooperation among member states. And I'm preparing to reinforce the mandate of Europol. We also need to protect cities and people against terrorism. And I'm therefore preparing a proposal protecting critical infrastructure, such as energy, transport, finance, and health. We need to much better fight organized crime. There are, according to Europol, more than 5,000 organized criminal groups currently under investigation in the European Union. And these organized crime groups generate 110 billion euros at least in profits in the European Union, and only 1% of these proceeds are confiscated. That's why I am preparing proposals on freezing and recovering assets. Drugs are a threat, of course, to individuals and families, but drugs is also a cash cow for organized crime. We are seeing more drugs, cheaper drugs, and more potent drugs entering Europe and being produced in Europe. And we need to coordinate our response, and I'm therefore preparing a new EU agenda on drugs. We will also step up on our efforts to combat firearms trafficking, because illegal weapons fuel organized crime and give terrorists the means for carrying out attacks. Even worse than trafficking firearms is trafficking of human beings. Maybe the most evil of all organized crimes is like a modern slavery, and there's also an area where we are preparing new proposals. I must also say that we need to follow the digital developments. Crime and terrorism have moved online since long, but they are developing their use of the new tools very fast. Law enforcement cannot afford to stay behind. So we need to take new steps to protect children against online abuse. Sharing information and connecting information system is key, and our European agency, EU LISA, plays a crucial role to do that. And we have 2 pending files that are now in trialogue with Parliament that is related to this, both to take down terrorist content online and also to use the e-evidence. And these are important responsibilities now for the Croatian presidency and for Davor. And of course, I will facilitate as far as possible so that we can come to conclusions. These are some of the things that we mentioned, and exactly like Davor mentioned, we are now reaching out to all member states to prepare for the new pact on migration and asylum. I have so far had concrete dialogues with 15 of our member states, and all the others are already scheduled, so they're going to be finalized in the coming weeks. And I can tell you so much that I'm facing a constructive approach from member states, even though, of course, they have very different geographical realities and very different positions as starting points. But I'm quite positive that we will be able to present a new pact that will be, if not welcome, so accepted by the member state. Thank you.
Zahvaljujem se